Welcome back, everybody, to another Invincible Guarding the Globe game video. I know it's been a little bit since I uploaded. I think it's maybe been just a bit over a week now. I think my last upload was last Wednesday. But today, there is a brand new hero, or I guess character, not really a hero, that's been released. Um, it is Iguana. So Iguana is another member of the Lizard League. So here she is, mean and green. Let's check this out. So Iguana is now available to join your roster. Collect GTA event chips from the limited time GTA event, The Mob Business. Check out the also limited time event shop and use those GTA event chips to try to recruit her. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for the next hero release for her to be available in a recruitment shop. She's the fiercest fighter in the Lizard League, and now she can be yours. Head to the shop to recruit Iguana to your team. So right here, as you can see, I started the event op as usual, just to try and get some extra chips ahead of time so I can do the polls video for you guys. But she's going to have, just like any other character that comes out, her own GTA event op, where you can just pretty much throw in your units. It's all, enemies are all going to be criminals, obviously, because whenever it is a character, the event is always based on their faction. So Iguana is a criminal. It's going to be a criminal event op along with the shop, which we will check out in just a bit. But the enemies right here, I'm just throwing in my GTA stuff just because they're 20% more damage against criminals. Let's rank this up real quick since I am here. And it's going to be going on for about just 5 minutes each, so it's not too bad. Missions real quick. Let's grab what I have here. Alright, so another thing following, every new character also gets their own Cecil's Nightmare event. So you're going to head on over to that, and you're going to see it's going to be just a bunch of extra rewards based on only using the newest character. And as you can see, I don't have Iguana yet. Um, the emphasis on yet. I do want to get her, but like I said in the last video, I am pretty certain that, hold on, with her event. So yeah, here's the event shop. We should have other Lizard League members. So like, yep, King Lizard is here, and then we also have Powerplex, Titan, Mauler Twins, Doc Seismic, and Angstrom. I don't know. I want to say I did in the last video say, and I will repeat it for this video. If you want to spend gems on this event, um, I would say you could still do it because even if you're not trying to go for Iguana or King Lizard, you can still get Powerplex or build up your other characters. Like Doc Seismic is a phenomenal attacker, probably one of the like top 3 attackers in the entire game as of this moment. So if not for him, at least Powerplex. Powerplex is a, like, I guess would be put in like an exclusive category. There's no other way to really get him unless you get lucky and get him through events like this. So if anything, Powerplex pretty good. If you have like the money to spend or the gems, then obviously just go full throttle, go for it. But if not, and if your goal is to get King Lizard or Iguana and you get unlucky, don't stress about it too much because in the future, if I mean we have King Lizard, now we have Iguana, we're still missing Salamander and Komodo, and I don't know who the fifth member would be, but whoever they may be, if there even is a fifth member, um, I would say they still have chances because they're most likely going to release the previous characters into their shops. But as you can see, so this is it. At level 10, I believe it's going to be a 1% chance to get her, like the previous. Yep, like the previous ones. And nothing's changed there. Now let's go and check out her abilities real quick. So she should be in the collections tab here. Yep, there she is, right next to King Lizard. So Iguana is an elite character. She's an attacker, of course. Her HP is at 3.86 thousand. Attack is at 2.73 thousand, and her defense is at 633.87, with a 183,000 base power. She is a criminal, so she takes 20% more damage from GTA, but she deals 20% more damage to Earth's defenders. She is a medium speed character. Her tags are Lizard League, Male Factors, Melee, and Grounded. And combat style is obviously going to be Melee. And then let's see her hero dossier or what Cecil has to say about her. So she's a member of the Lizard League, and she's probably the most dangerous of the bunch. A silent killer, Iguana lets her fighting talk for her. Easily one of the best fighters I've seen I've ever seen, or wow, I'm sorry, easily one of the best fighters I've ever come across. She doesn't appear to have any powers, but that doesn't mean she's not extremely deadly. Very true. So, Predator's Strike. Iguana lunges at the enemy with the lowest HP and unleashes a rapid, scratching combo, dealing 200% of her base damage and healing for 50% of the damage dealt. That's not too bad. It's basically like how Battle Beast, his ability works. He has to apply wounds and he heals for the wounds or the amount of wounds he's dealt. But this one's just outright a percentage. So it's pretty good. Gives her some sustain. Predator's Pact. Iguana gains a 1% life leech increase for each Lizard League team member on her team. That is really nice once we get more. So if we don't get a fifth member, that's at least 3%, because for some reason the game doesn't count the character themselves. So for example, we had Iguana and King Lizard, which are the only characters we have at the moment. The game would only register the additional members, so it would be a 1% increase because King Lizard is there, not because King Lizard and Iguana are there. You don't get 2%. I don't know why it works that way, but for some reason it does. I could try to do some testing, but last time I checked, that's the way it works with the Mauler twins. So it's a bit iffy. And it's also how it works with any other character that gets boosts like that. So, I, actually, honestly, there's too big of a list for me to go into, but let's just move on. Um, so let's check it out. The third ability, Hemorrhage. So Iguana applies wounds on critical strikes, dealing 150% of her base attack damage over 3 seconds. Pretty good. And then Bleed and Bound. If Iguana's target has wounds applied, she delivers a powerful double-handed slash, dealing 150% of her base attack damage and forcefully pushing the target. This consumes all wounds and increases her critical chance by 10% per wound for 5 seconds. She then leaps to the target landing position. Well, she then leaps to the target's landing position. Oh, cooldown 13 seconds. Not too bad, honestly. She seems like a pretty alright DPS. Comboed with King Lizard, though, she can get pretty scary. And I say that because King Lizard already gives quite a lot of buffs. Notably, his ability to, let's see, reduce the damage that teammates take from GDA characters, right? So I believe it's this one. Um, yeah, it increases their defense. So that, along with this other ability he has, so let's say right now we only have them two, right? If King Lizard was getting attacked, he would make it, or he could potentially make it so that Iguana, if she was close enough, I believe, yeah, the closest one, ends up getting a damage boost. So she could honestly become a pretty scary DPS. Just with also like her own self-sustain, the extra wound damage she's applying, which will pretty much buff up her fourth ability, and then just honestly the base wounds herself, that she applies herself right here. Um, honestly, it's not too bad. She's doing really good damage. I think she's a pretty alright DPS. Definitely gonna need to be on Lizard League team, on a Lizard League team. So, uh, but honestly, yeah, I don't think she's too bad. Oh, give me one moment, please. And we're back. Had a quick phone call there. So let's go on and see what do we have in the shop. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be like how it typically is for new releases. Um, oh, that's weird. So like I was saying, we're gonna check out the event shop now. I don't know what was going on with my laptop there. Phone call, then laptop. Yeah, that's lovely. But yeah. So like any other event shop, when a new character comes out, the typical stuff that you see here. My recommendations never really change. Honestly, strong start is always really good. 1,000 gems, you get 3 access cards. I'll just grab it right now. I also will always recommend you just get the 10 for 10 access cards for 400 gems. I don't think it's all that bad. And then you have these two for whenever you need it. If you need extra refreshes, it's cost you 80 gems for 5 more refreshes, and then 150. In my opinion, this is probably the worst deal. But honestly, if you see like the event character, for example, here would be Iguana, and you're out of currency, and you have the gems, then I guess, but it's a little too pricey here. So, strong start, I would honestly also probably grab this. I think I said in the last video that I wouldn't recommend it, but honestly, it is too good to pass up, especially if you have the currency. And then right here, special offer. I will also just grab this. It's a lot of extra currency, refreshes, and an access card, which just gives you more of the two. So why not? And honestly, this came at a perfect time because I think I just ran out of access cards. And then just grab all of these. 9 more. All right, I'll cut to when I'm done here. And we're done. All right, cool. But yeah, if for whatever reason, if you have the extra money and you really feel like you need the extra push, they always have offers here that will cost you real life money for the currency. Honestly, I don't recommend these. Especially if you do have the gems and if you really wanted these. I always say you could try just saving up your gems for the entire month, or my recommendation has always just been to go get yourself the booster right here. For $10, it lasts for 15 days. So I guess if you were to do the entire month, 30 days, uh, $20, and it will net you 11,500 gems per month if you bought it twice. So that's always my recommendation because then you'd have plenty of gems for the new releases of any characters. But if not, they also occasionally have extra deals. I believe I mentioned it previously, but they sometimes offer gems like this. The best bundle I've seen that you should probably keep your eye out for if you really wanted to spend money on the game would probably be to get the 20,000 gems for $30 USD. Recently, they had a deal which was 40,000 gems for $50 USD. That was a beautiful deal. I could not pass up on it, so it's why you see why I have so many gems. Because I only buy those and then the gem booster. I don't really buy any of these packs, 'cause gems just get you so much more. But I think that is all I really have for you guys today. So next video, I'm going to be working on pretty much just getting as many pink chips and gray chips as I can on my own time, so that I can do the pulls video for you guys, and let's see if I get any luck with Iguana. But the goal always is 8 copies of an elite. Get yourself their epic plus, so you get the final ability. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Not too much. Just stay tuned for the next video. It is gonna be Iguana. Actually, why am I scrolling through here? I'm trying to find Iguana, and it's got to the collections tab. Oh, a little bit of lag there. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. So, to honestly, thank you for checking out the video. If you liked the video, please let me know by leaving a like. Leave a comment down below with any questions you guys might have. I do my best to go through all the comments and then answer them to the best of my ability. And please subscribe if you like the content and want to see more. It really motivates me to make more for you guys. And yeah, just want to say once again, thanks for checking out the video. And hope to see you guys in the next one. But till then, take care.